Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. I'm XY Zard, and we're about to examine... Well, actually, let's keep talking with this brat of a kid.
Does Kuno care?
He doesn't care.
The fuck about it? You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Wish I could punch this kid in the face.
Get lost! Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck Yeah, whatever. Kuno's Kuno, pig?
It's always Kuno, never I.
Yep.
Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
On the book.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Jeez, what a brat.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you.
Bang! Got fucked by the Kuno.
Well, jeez, if I can get out of that without losing morale.
Fuck does Kuno care?
It's always Kuno.
The fuck are you calling a thing?
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's help! Pig!
Help! He's
Everyone can hear.
help!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You
Pigs in here in Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Help! Misters, help! He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! Don't
Goddamn.
help Kuno now! It'll be too late! No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
That's worse.
help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
You put him up to this yourself when you to him in the first.
Listen to your friend. Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno! No!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implied.
Fucking logical! Help! The logical
Duck
pig
him.
is fiddling Kuno!
Wow, pathetic. Pathetic. Alright, I guess not worth talking to him. What about this one? She any better?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Kuno, the pig's getting... Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long...
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me.
Alright.
You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing here! Get the fuck out of here!
I kind of want to get the guy that beats the crap out of people just to beat the shit out of this kid. Herbs. Okay. What's over here?
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Well, that sucks for him.
You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is...
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth.
Blech.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach until a pool of vomit lies under
Yep.
it. The smell of Commodore Red rises from it. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier
Nice.
to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Let's go.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Cop habit. This isn't case-related, you think. Hard
Might
to
be.
say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber. Some
Great.
of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city. I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez.
You
All
could
right.
follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See?
Hello, ma'am.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime. Sure, I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff.
Hello there.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Rocco. Bro Coco 87. Thank you for that. Hope you're having a good Friday, good weekend. All right, now time to try this with the salt.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The ammonia only makes it worse. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Nor does the wind right now. I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up. I think I've lost my sense of smell.
A
Get a
white
COVID.
lie.
Not being hungover helps too.
Yeah, there's that.
Okay, you've said it. You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come.
+2 authority against men. What? Let's go down. Books.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir.
Yep.
We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
1 second. We have a cold. Okay.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this. Don't be a fool. As an expert, it's your duty to tell what you know.
Sir, are you
Yep.
okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
Aw.
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Aw.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed. Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly, but we've been doing fine so far. They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
Exactly.
Of course, sir. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries
Yep.
or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
Yep.
You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. Head, yes.
Exactly.
No, your mind. Not head, child. Heads.
Isn't that
Yep.
very dangerous? Unlike you, sir.
Yeah.
He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you.
Oh, that's
Maybe
nice
you
to
can
her.
show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
You fail to deduce anything. She waits intently.
Come on, don't be silly. That's not a proper deduction.
See you around.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. Be welcome.
Yep.
And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post? Doing
Exactly.
wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. As a young girl should be, with the proper attitude, she'll have a bright financial future.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself.
She smiles and nods.
What the curse?
First? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not...
What in God's name is she talking about?
Book peddler. Sports magazines. About the lake. Lame. Molten candy. Tome of Fascist Magic. Rather candid. Another boring book just discarded here. I think the most interesting about fascist was their magic. Yes.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel compelled to look...
She speaks almost as if she's trying. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against inhabitants of Elysium.
Hey, I remember the Seminese.
Poking at it suspiciously. There is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice...
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Huh, interesting.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be...
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy...
Thank you.
Talking is always good. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang...
Alright, time to save before something goes wrong. And I can go talk to her about the curtains real quick.
Hello again, esteemed officer. I already told you. It's just a store. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some...
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of.
It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail.
I guess a
the
little bit.
negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
If you say so, lady.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough. Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
So she's very superstitious.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather...
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with...
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Convince her to let you in... Oh, let's do it.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued
Fiend.
Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before. You're no para-detective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker.
Hey.
Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
You look like one.
Yeah.
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting
Exactly.
couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us.
Exactly. You dum-dum.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe?
Yes.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it? Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Oh, like from Dead by Daylight.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney? Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous.
Kim's probably looking at me like, you
herself
fucker.
behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this? Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Mm-hmm.
What you discover? Probably just some office space.
Okay, but please...
The woman before you scanned... Volumetric shit compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals.
All right.
You see a set of tattered curtains.
Hold them open.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Simonese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Let's go. Dust. Unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides.
All right, let's go.
What is this place? Yes, but no one's been here in ages.
Yeah.
I doubt the electricity still works. We should find a flashlight if we want to go on. There should be one.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. An eerie feeling rises in your chest. The lieutenant nods.
All right, I guess we'll get that flashlight. Is this his car?
Before you stands a motor carriage. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. A metallic drawer slides out.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
It's robust, weatherproof, lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pry useful for opening all sorts. The handles.
Take all of it.
The pull-out toolbox slides. The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Yes.
Received. Hold on.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? No, not me. What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the court. No one calls the police. The union would get angry. You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
The other people who live around here. Local people,
What trouble?
You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble. You do? Oh. What else can I do for you? No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires.
Wonder why that
They
is.
don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm...
Why not?
What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring God,
why can't you just mind your own business?
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to prescribe it. You said it kind of
Jesus
and
Christ.
then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them.
Yeah.
You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that. I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painted them red. I won't be seeing it, 'cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains." Very nice visuals there.
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money will always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask. I do hope so. Please don't call me again. Bye.
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. You know women and their constant problems. Yak, yak, nag, nag. That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
Maybe
What
he does that.
misogyny? I'm just telling things the way they are. Can't a man be honest in his own head anymore?
No.
You have to act, Lieutenant Love. You have to calm that hysteric down. Think you can do that? Whatever this empathy failure tells you, don't take the quest. It's not wonderful, it's ugly.
No. What? Oh God. Please, just stay out of my life.
What? What is it?
Call was dominated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
Oh, it's tempting to want to do this game with all three of the kind of different.
It's on.
Kinds.
The love quest is on. Too late.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in.
The man uses relay code. You've got this. You're
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. 10-18, state your message, sir.
But you said...
10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and...
He what? He lost his badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the... Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs
Oh goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your...
Fuck me. Mac, come in.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
Goddamn.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Jesus Christ, they're roasting him bad.
Ask him. Ask him if...
Sergeant Orson wants to know...
Oh, fuck. Lying over the phone
It's
is
easy.
easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then...
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? 10-4, I hear you. I don't...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
God damn, this guy gets the worst reputation, presumably deserved ever.
Right, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says he's in trouble, doesn't have a place to sleep.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown there.
What a dick.
Vigmar said... He says it's important.
He isn't getting arrested.
Request denied, sir. Listen.
What is he saying?
Did you want anything else, sir? Many of your colleagues...
He's trying to keep you from further embarrassing yourself in front of your colleagues. What? I thought you had your shit together. This is nearing a complete meltdown. Stop it.
Let us address them now, sir. Over. Okay.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's...
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
What? What is it?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revolution.
God damn it,
Tell
man.
him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated. He's asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Fuck off, Chester.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if start.
There's no use pressing the heat button.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now.
Alright, let's go. BRBs. Alright, back. Hopefully I didn't have the tissue, I know it's tissue I knows when I was in the bathroom. Hopefully it's not too bad. Alright, let's go inside this shop now. Okay. Wall bars, they look unsafe. Let's not use them then. Smells like leather and sweat. Well, maybe it's sweaty, probably. Sand dripping. Okay. Bunch of debris. Strange liquids, cool. Naked mannequin. Reminds me of Silent Hill a little bit there. What's in here? Money! It's a hit. The hell is that? Can we read using a radio computer? Okay.
Yes?
What's up here now? A postcard, interesting.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes. This must be where the entity lives. What an odd thing to do. Nothing, still nothing. Those curtains prove to be surprising. If this is really an entrance to the chimney, then there must be a furnace.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking me?
Got it. White? Does everything hurt you? All right, let's get the tool in order. I will still go by and get all these. Hey, Hunter. Do-do-do-do. Money. It's a hit. What the hell is this?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribble. Some of the writing has faded with age. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from... You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be its Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supreme. The Haldor, the Tworg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them purged.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too. Just look at those details. So much effort.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine.
Yeah, morphine, very
much needed
cozy.
respite. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy." This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint. It looks a bit like an Minimi stands for a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes a...
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, the handwriting is only partly legible.
Schedule filming for details.
You can still make out 3 slopes. The full text reads,
Is a map of sorts?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic. History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123 points unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. Perhaps the web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwaves. These things don't come cheap. Someone very important. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through whoever decides to call in to a call-in station. It looks like a list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing Muindi. There's no way a little basement studio.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious they project.
So that's why they
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble.
They failed just because they were overextending themselves. What's this? Busted guns beneath the ceiling. Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Interesting.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads off into the darkness, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Something close to you dies.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Oh, thank goodness. Drama. Jeez, this guy looks like a fucking weirdo. What?
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. Yes, yes.
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors. But what else did you find? Did anything survive?
You don't have anything of substance to tell her.
Not sure why I picked up this one in particular. It feels like it's gotta be more contained to this area. But I'm not entirely sure that it is, if I'm being honest.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. That's a good question. Reality is ruthless.
Run, boyo.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grunt. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Alright.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I
Yep.
know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing.
So by turning off that power, I should save money to, for them.
Only the red cable is plugged into the breaker box. What an electric sizzle. The room is...
Alright, let's keep exploring this cellar, I guess.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
Okay.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voice...
What are you doing? Wait, really? You should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
game is really bad at letting you like walk on certain things.
An iron safe. This must be where the... This is direct. What an odd thing to do. Still nothing. As before, this is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Alright, let's see if it's worth it. Just try and keep going at this.
Those curtains proof.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we can...
Good thing the loading in this game doesn't take very long. Guess I can also try save scumming the furnace. Do one of those.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch. A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths.
Hello? Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the...
You hear a low...
Oh, cool.
After you, officer. You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
Yes?
What's in here?
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube.
A radio computer. Just sitting here.
What he means is that these things cost. This is the Ream Civic radio computer.
We have one of these down at the station, but I...
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys. It's empty like a beehive. The filament you have would like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key stops.
Definitely gonna save again, because I'm one of those.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard. Stop. The static gets louder, slowly.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Indian Repeater. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. Yes. Is that the production? Good.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder, Fortress.
I'm afraid we are not doing that. And
Now, can you please repeat the password? No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Still no. Received. I will register the...
Don't worry. Passwords have...
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal... One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revenue.
Hey. That's not bad.
Any other questions? Yes, I am...
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
I work as a repeater at the East Indian Repeater Station. As for me, well, now, please, thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Nothing happens. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Okay.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Yes, that is the question.
Like he's
Bad
ready
business.
to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it. Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Makes sense.
In Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology. Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in station.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Sounds pricey.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks
super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
no idea. They stopped filling out the skit. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... Yes, especially in here. Okay, let's keep moving.
Be nice if I could level up soon. Yeah, I need to find my badge and my gun. Dice. Oh, this lady is still working on the game, I guess?
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman? That doesn't
Did
sound
you try
nice.
knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking. Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even... I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's...
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Of course, I can see that. I just thought you were a police officer looking for dice.
Of course.
How else can I help you then?
No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
That sucks.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. It's an odd profession. making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Well, that explains why I can be a dice maker.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Yeah, I can see that.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
Me neither. I just want it off my face. It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
That's nice of him.
Kuno. Who's Kuno? Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth?
Yep.
Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse.
Oh, great.
At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
No, really.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right?
A lot of things.
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff millie?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid. It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that.
Don't worry, the ACP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else? There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came. Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitins and, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protest...
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her.
Anything else?
Rotor
They were
blades.
made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hash. Sure, it's illegal, but it's not exactly anything extraordinary in business. Besides, Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those keys and blades are still lying around.
Interesting.
They were just the props. Well, maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
Mm-hmm.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with the usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
Of course.
Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some...
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
That's what I thought. Because when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep up new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time. Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
The result is 1.
Anything else? Oh boy,
yep.
The fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Okay.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
Okay.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really doesn't know how to be a female ally.
Oh.
Victor does the same thing.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revachol ICT. And they already had the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges. You did what? Ugh, of course they left it plugged in.
Yep.
Even in death, the bear is costing them money. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherium.
Not sure how you get high on desiccants, but okay.
Sounds cool.
It's an imaginary beast by telling you to do more drugs, mostly. Do you? Well, good luck anyway. Now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Little sparkling
Anything else? I'm not good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else? I'm listening. Good. I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. Plaisance, the bookshop lady?
Yeah.
I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? Alright, but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, Yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Very strange.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity? Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
Yep.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
How did I become one? It was a bit... Some of my friends were rogue, not especially. I like working with rare material.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. I think I have just the right one. You're a police officer, right? Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it. Mr. Smooth Moves. You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
What are the odds?
Nice.
The red one is made of bloodstone.
She smiled at you.
You definitely need luck in Martinez. Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here. She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools.
All right. Gonna quickly go down and finish this quest. Then might end the stream. Maybe I'll play Overwatch. I don't know. It's kind of late.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. They're a novelty dice maker. Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of...
The narrative she's built herself. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight.
Jeez.
A drop of... To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Oh, how horrid! Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse? Of course. I trust my Seminese wards and charms kept you safe while you perform the ancient rites. All that matters is that the energies are retreating. I can already feel the curse lifting. It will be a long time until we're fully free of it, of course. But thank you, officer. Truly.
Nice. 70 experience.
She so badly wants this to be over.
All right, then. All's well that ends well. Should we return to...
Actually, I feel like I'm not gonna remember start next stream to check this. Yep, okay, there you go. Alright, I might be back on in a few. We'll see. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe. Bye.